beautiful.
And there it is.
Who's working? That'll do. Wait for the hoodlums to trickle in, won't we?
I love getting Gus Fring as an intro.
Oh yeah. That'll do. Who are we waiting on? Oh, we're joining for... Oh yeah, I remember. Got people joining through quality, don't we? So we actually started now.
Yep.
That's alright. As we load in, no one's in the chat yet, but I'll wait for people to trickle in, then we'll start introducing stuff. Oh, hello. Scotland's fit. Yes. Hello, Socks. Hello, Chelsea. Hello. See, they found out you're here, and then everyone's all happy now.
Yep. You get the Scottish on comms, and it goes. It goes.
Some people won't know. So instead of Snacks, we've replaced him with a Scottish bloke called Killian, and
Hello.
he's a lot more prepared than me and Snacks ever have been, which is great.
We've got a track map. We've got notes. We've got championship. We have everything. We have everything.
He's more professional than we ever are. So this is going to be weird. Hello, Rids. Hello, Goldilocks. Apparently we're disgusting. Is that because we're faster than you, Joseph? All dry, apparently. Killian is very crackly. Is this just a constant thing?
Might be my... Right, I'll unplug my mic, plug it back in, see if that fixes it.
That normally does. Well, we say that, it didn't work last time, but here we go. Second mic.
Inshallah.
That is stupendous. Seems to be
Either that or my mic's just a bit crap. But
let Killian host the party, that might be an idea.
see if that fixes it.
Yeah,
So we'll pop through. Yeah, we'll pop through in game chat for a wee bit. It won't put them off at all.
No, that'd be fine. Let that sort itself out because streaming on Twitch is stupendous. Let's get all this up actually. Oh, ding.
We'll see if that's not. I'm hoping it has.
See if that fixes stuff.
If it hasn't, then I apologise. We may just have to make the... It still sounds a bit dodgy. It's usually alright.
It might fix itself, you never know. It was on and off last week.
Yeah.
Who's first? We've got JJ out. I think, who is it? Yankee Bill's going to be joining during quali. So no one's going to be going out, so everyone, I imagine, will just be doing a quick lap. And just retiring straight away. Hello, Felix.
I can't remember if it's allowed in this league or not, but what they could do if it is allowed, save a set of softs, since no one's going out, and go out on the inters, save a set of softs for the race or an extra quality session if they need to do the lap on inters, and retire in the pits.
Yeah, that's
that is allowed. Not allowed.
In some leagues it is, but not here. Oh, JJ's invalid turn one.
not the start he'll be wanting.
Who's next? It's Novatech then on the hards. This is what people normally do. Just go for harder and just do laps on hards.
Safer. A lot safer.
Yeah. See what Novatech can do. I don't know. It's tricky with 82 to figure out what the top place is going to be, because it's hard to tell. For some people, sometimes they're like midway through 81 pace. Sometimes they're just a bit off. Oh. Off. Novatech's gone wide there as well. Right, so they're dropping like flies. Who's next? Tucker's next. How's the bugs in the game been? Oh, they're great. We had none on Thursday. Do you remember, kidding?
Oh, absolutely none at all. No, nothing
Not a
happened.
glitch. No. People not getting disqualified for no reason. That doesn't happen.
No. The newest one, Rids, is if you overshoot your pit box on the formation lap, then once the race begins, you get disqualified instantly once it starts. So for the unlucky 3 who ran over their pit box on Thursday night, we had to restart. There was a wee bit of a kerfuffle trying to figure out what the order would be, but we got there eventually. And it was all sorted then.
I know it's alright.
High on
They're at one
space.
time at the moment.
19.6. There we go.
They're
Obviously,
now
none of
in
these will be majorly representative, since it is only Q1. Nobody will be going out unless they accidentally crash. But I think most of them will be no ERS, standard fuel mode, just playing it safe, just wanting to get a lap on the board.
Joseph says he play it extra safe. I drive round a lap and set 2 minutes lap, even saving a set of hards. He'd creep round.
Installation lap in the hard.
Yeah. Chelsea's gone third. Novatech's going again. See if he can keep it on within the lines this time. Because this track, I don't know if you found it this way, but this track is so hard to get a lap together in the end.
With the track limits especially, but even the curbs at turn 9 and 10, fast left right, they caused a few issues. But I think once you find the line that you're suited with, and you've realised, okay, we can take this, but it won't be as consistent. Novatech fastest on the hards, absolute hero.
Interesting.
But if you can keep it nice and clean, you know what curves you can use, you know what the car can take with the setup, then you should be alright. Should hopefully be okay.
Yeah. It's getting into the rhythm here that's tricky. When you're in it, it's like most tracks, but here it's really nice to drive this track. But on a lap, when you need to hook it all up together, it's really tricky.
Very.
Especially when you get where am I going there? Let's watch Sunday. It's when you kiss the grass like a tiny bit at the end of sector 1, start of sector 2, you'll lose like 2/10 on your lap if you just kiss the grass and go slightly wide. Yeah, 10-6. It would just screw your lap over, and that could cost you pole.
I think I touched that a bit. It was either Q1 or Q2, and I lost, I think, 4/10. It's mad how much time's left.
I'm going to get a bit of traffic here. Play the best now, the can get out of the way. Lovely. I found a wall on my outlap. Now, Johnny B, that's not ideal. That's not the process you want to be going for here.
No.
Roro says just not set a lap. It's better to set a lap in Roro, just so you get a bit more used to qualifying with the low fuel, as Tucker goes quickest. But just under a 10th. Novatech, they'll get sorting for Q2. He's decent, lost so much time in turn 1 and 2, but not hard. Get this session done. Yeah, just get this session done, Chelsea, that's all it is. What's Sun God?
DRS open for Sun God, up to the line. And we're into the 18s.
Not bad. There's a McLaren, he's just started out. I think that's Socks. Oh, never mind, it's Marlboro, he's gone second fastest. Who's next to cross? That is Mason in the pits. He set a time, so he's fine.
Felix, I think he's coming in as well.
It's
I think it'll be
Steely, unless
Steely.
the game's having me on. Yes, it is Steely. And he's just chilling. That's Williams who's not chilling. He's giving it some beans. Mercury Plonk himself P5. 19.5. Sox goes P6 just behind him. Literally just behind him. Look at that.
Oh,
Iron Spice
that's
says
the
he
gap.
hates this track.
Don't blame him. Can't blame him. It's, I think,
Smart.
for yeah, basically it's quality. You'll love it when you get the lap hooked up, but race trim when it's DRS trained, you're stuck in dirty air. It's understeer central.
It's really annoying.
Yeah.
AI is really bothering me for some reason today. What's AI doing now? Watch Johnny B. See if he can avoid walls this time. He's made the outlaw, so that's a bit of progress. Imagine come Q3, if he gets there, he'll be somewhere towards the front.
Yeah.
Where Johnny B normally plonks himself. Alpine. Ah! Oh, Killian, Alpine's annoying Chelsea. There.
I can't
Alpine
be
have their
having
fans,
that.
don't they?
No, today we were alright. Quite happy. Like, it's like how far we've come, we have to celebrate a P8. Oh, that Aston,
P8.
we need to move. Just go off the race lane a wee bit. Oh, he's in the wall!
Oh, he's out!
Oh, and he's out!
Oh, dearie me. Oh, Johnny might be out.
As well.
Oh, he
kept it
somehow
going.
survived. How's happened then?
Oh. Needs to be
Right, I
careful
haven't
with
seen
the
that
cars
one. Oh,
rejoining.
careful.
Oh.
Jesus. Right, so that was a misunderstanding. I think Yankee
Well,
was just in his
that's-
own world.
That's I'll just clip that just so well, what a welcome to 82.
What is it? Use your mirrors, I think? I think Yankee was just in his own world. I've been there. You're on an outlap in your own world and then you... Oh god, well I've not had it that bad.
Got California girls playing. He was Ruro's channeling his inner Bottas and showing that a Mercedes is in fact the most expensive lawnmower ever in existence.
Oh yeah. Was he off somewhere?
Just took
The
a small.
ashes is everything. I didn't write that. I didn't write that, Josh. So, Adam's coming out of the pits. Johnny B will be out of the pits. They need to set a lap because otherwise I don't think they're classified.
Yeah, I think that's the rule.
I think that's
Just so they're safe.
Yeah.
Has Yankee been the well, I mean you. I think he's not realised that Johnny was behind him, and that there's been a slight kerfuffle. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We came to the same conclusion there, the same words and everything.
Yep. None of them got a grid drop for that either. There was no byplace grid drop for a collision, so they've avoided what I would say is the bigger problem is Roro does a 23.3, goes to P10. That'll be him done in the session.
Right, Johnny B, see if he can finally get his lap in and keep his front wing intact. Yankee might not be using those non-extended mirrors on his car. But you know when you get a caravan, you have to get the extended mirrors. You get whacked them on this car.
Interesting to see if Johnny's still out on the same. Oh no, it's a new set of mediums he's put on.
Well, he hasn't completed a lap yet, so I don't think they would go up now. Yes, they should do.
I was gonna say they should. If he's crossed the line, it should, but because it's in
Don't think he
Novitex done 3 laps, make that
He's
4.
out again. He's out again. What's he doing? Ah, race prep. I see.
Yeah. He's 3 steps ahead.
He is. got these IQ plays that I just don't understand. See if Adam, is Adam? Oh no, he has got his battery on. It wasn't going up or down, so I was like, what's going on here? He's pushing.
Chelsea's putting Nobitech instead of Nov. Oh no.
It's because Johnny pitted. It's not the tyre age.
Not the edge. There we go. That explains it.
If let's go on board with Adam through sector 3.
Just for on the grass a wee bit.
A little bit.
Still manages to keep it pointing the right way. Flying through turn 12 over the detection point. Holding it in third knot, downshifting to second for a wee bit of the extra turn in through the corner. Round turn 14, careful not to dodge Julian Palmer. 2017, thumping it into the arse of the wall. Up to the line. Up to P4 for a 19.4.
That was some obscure knowledge, that. Farmer 2017. I wasn't really watching F1 properly then, so that was an interesting one.
Here's one note ticked off. On to the next, what is it? 10?
Yeah, I saw that on your list.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why are people still going round? Because people haven't got a laptop. Pack memories, that one.
It's I think it used to be a glitch on either F1 21 or 2020 if you didn't do the lap and then you retired, it would still kick you out. Johnny up to third, finally gets
gets a
lapping.
lap in.
Finally gets his lap in up to P3 on his mediums. JJ on an 18, another 18.9. Two of us in the 18s now, almost a point 8.
Not too shabby. I
But
imagine
yeah.
everyone will retire in the pits now.
Yeah. But I think it used to be a glitch from one of the older games. If you retired, it still didn't put you through. And then the full quali had to be restarted. That was a good laugh.
Yeah. Never found myself with that issue because I was never league racing properly till I got with these lot. Honestly.
Oh, I've been doing it for a while. Some of the stuff I've seen. Ooh.
Some of us. These seems some ugly turn ones as this one.
Oh, it's bad. Been league racing since I think F1 2017. Start of F1 2017.
Oh,
It's been a while.
playing F1 by then.
13-year-old me was dominating the SS tier 3s with my ABS, my medium traction, full line. They were quaking.
Coming to the pits, lad.
Doing his race prep.
Same for me. Roro's on 2017 as well. Next. He's risking it here. He could bottle this. He could stuff it into the wall and he's buggered. Hope he bins it well. Chelsea's hoping for it. I think it would be a bit of a sticky one.
Are we gatekeeping the TV8 setups? So I've not even used any of them. I just find ones off TT and then adapt them. And it so nearly worked at Australia, but
Good.
the game had them in it.
Good. You're telling me you get like these esports or like esports team setups and you just slow spaces skill training. That is a big one.
To be fair though, some of them are incredibly dodgy. It's like they run really low. It's like really low. Like you brake and the car decides, like the gearbox wants to kiss your face basically. It's not. So that's why I don't use them. Joseph's not using them either.
This is insights from very quick people on why setups don't work.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not
that's
the next
fine.
code that day.
He's had enough of that. No, I haven't used him either. Yeah. Just load him off time trial. That'll be fine.
And that's usually what people do, and then they forget that the tire pressures are really high, and they'll the tires will overheat, they'll spin, and they'll just be like, "Oh, these setups are terrible."
Oh, they're terrible set. Yeah. It's like this setup is so different. Man. It's a different session, mate. Like.
That should be Q1. done and dusted, and the only person not making it through, Yankee Bill, unfortunately. He will be P14, P15, sorry.
Waiting for these three hoodlums to retire. Come on. Actually, it's 20 seconds. What can a man do in 20 seconds? Yeah.
That can be taken several ways, but it's my
There
first
was a
time on
joke
comms,
there.
so
There was a joke there.
not gonna do it. I will keep my comms. Thank you very much.
No, these are just little innuendos. I was going to comment, but then it got timed out.
No, I'm not having that. No. Oh,
Judging
there we
by
are then.
these times, Steely and Mason are a bit off the pace here. Same for Roro. They seem to be struggling, obviously. Alright, let's get these screenshots.
I've done it already.
I'll get you, look.
Be ahead of the curve. But Q1 done and dusted. JJ top in the session. Just under 10th behind Sun God and the Ferrari on his mediums. Marlboro's leading the McLaren. Johnny, Tucker, Adam, Novitec P7. Stocks in P8, High on Spice P9. Chelsea in P10. Felix 11th, Roro in 12th, Staley 13th, Maitland 14th, and Yankee Bill being the only one eliminated. On to Q2.
I mean, I was just reading chat then, and I was just in my own space. I mean, my lap looked more like a safety car lap just to get something on the board. Yeah, that's all we needed to do in that session, bro.
The sandbags will be coming off.
Yeah, this is when people will be on proper soft tyres and proper runs, so we get a rough idea of the pecking order. I'll get my things up. Details. Yeah. Who's going to be the TD of this lot today, then? Who's going to be the first one out?
I'll put a fiver on Novitec.
I see movement in the Red Bull. The Red Bull garage. I don't know which one it is, but you could be onto something here. But Williams is already out.
I've lost that fiver.
What's Novitec coming out?
I've lost that fiver.
I was going for Novitec because he was at the wrong end of the pit lane.
I had good odds on that as well. That was 20 to 1.
It was Tucker first.
I think everyone is out on softs unless... Nope, Socks on mediums. Novitec... Is he on hard? He is on hard.
Oh, he's confident, isn't he? It's a bit like me on Thursday. Really confident he can get a good qualifying result. Hopefully he does better than me.
Is it bad? I can't even remember where you were on Thursday. Was it P7?
Oh, 10th, I missed the flag.
Oh, yeah.
I bottom my first lap and I missed the flag because I tried to beat Josh in the last across the line game.
You were...
Yeah, he beat me on that one.
You were still ahead of me by the time we got to turn 2. I can't believe it. I need those pad starts.
The pad starts hard as OP this game.
Can't get them.
They're still good, but you can. They're not as OP.
Tucker starting his lap now, so the first hopeful representative times of the session will be beginning. Into turn 1 he goes, holding it in 4th, clipping the curb nicely, not running too wide on the exit of turn 2, opening the DRS, up through the gears we go. Into turn 3, braking just at that little light box at the 100 metre board. Down into 2nd, holding it nice, up to 3rd through the sports complex car park, holding it in 3rd again, using all the track available to him, flying now through turn 5, through the little twisty section, into the revamped turn 6. He's not pushing too hard so far, doesn't really need to if it's only his first lap and he's confident, holding it nice and tight to the corner there so you could gain a little amount of time even though you're out on the marbles. Into the now thoroughly revamped turn 9 and 10, just at the light box again, clipping it there, can cut this a little bit if you're confident, doesn't want to, a little bit wide and he's invalidated. And now he'll need to lift off, recuperate, maybe go again if he's got the pace, not the pace, sorry, the fuel. And he'll be able to go again.
Is they will put more fuel in, so he probably will go again.
Who's next?
Not too bad though up till there.
Socks on the mediums. He's coming through where Ricardo flew off in 2017 and ended Q3 as well. Runs a little bit wide, holding it in second, up to third, a little tentative on the throttle, opening the DRS up to the line. In the first lap we've got 19.1. Got Novitek behind on the hards. What can he do? Can he beat it? It's a 20.5. So I'm assuming that's not representative for him with these hard tyres. Got, who is it next? There we go. Another 18.9 from JJ in his sanded down floor Williams. Absolutely no
Oh, yeah.
downforce.
Balls down there. There's nothing going on.
Absolutely nothing. Mason's invalidated his lap as well. So the next one is it is Roro. He's on an out lap, and Adams is on a lap. Although
What about the back going?
I think he's listed
Maybe a double warm up.
double warm up. We'll call it that.
Let's see what he does. I'm intrigued by that one. Tucker's going again. Well, leads it in fifth, and they're into the very tricky corner. Seventh to last corner, second gear, and final corner. Easy to drop it. He had a bit of a wobble on the exit. See what this would be. He's not got much battery left. 20.0. You'd imagine if he had a full battery, he would have gone a lot quicker than that.
Fresh tyres as well, so there's probably about a second and a half, maybe a bit more than that lap.
Yeah, about that. Probably a second there.
If he wants to
At
go
least a
for it.
second.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. What else have we got coming up?
Roro, 27.4 in the first sector for Roro. Novitek's cutting some grass. Oh god, has he been off something?
Oh.
He's
got
in the pits at the moment, so I missed that one.
Now the Red Bull's definitely more expensive because they broke the cost cap, so that'll be an even more expensive lawnmower.
Oh Jesus Christ. Has it been confirmed for them? Oh, I don't even know. I'm staying clear from F1 social media when that drops.
Oh, no idea. It'll be very, very funny.
It'll be funny, but I don't deal with that. It's enough as it is with them lot. Those cults.
Roro's coming up to finish his lap now, holding it nice and tight up to fourth, little bit eager on throttle, up to fifth, opening the DRS, up to the line. Can he challenge? Can he get an 18 in? It's a 19.0. Almost there.
Nearly there. There's a Williams, that's going into the pit lane. There's a hat, that will be Felix on an out lap. Alpha Tauri also on an out lap of High on Spice. Why none of you lot on laps? Oh, Sungod is. He's invalidated. Oh dear.
As is Johnny.
So let's go on board with Felix. Winner of round one and got pole in Saudi. See what he's doing. There's a Aston coming out the pits, so clear out the way. Very smoothly turn 1, 2. Down into turn 3. Just out of the 100 metres, gets some nose in early. Nice. Blows it through here. The car park. That's the end of sector 1. What is he cooked up here then? 27.1. A bit up on what Roro did. I think it was 27.4 for Roro. This is excellent at the moment. Now down the long back straight. Basically flat for a while. Very tricky to take. Maybe 50 board. That was very safe. Very safe. Not struggling at all. Don't really need to. We've done a very clean lap so far. Ooh. There's a bit of a jump over that curve. Terrible curve. That's the one corner they made worse on this track. Further away it was before.
Oh, that's when I agree.
Second pit. Yeah. And final corner. It's a bit tight. Pits the apex a bit. But I'd imagine this is going to go to the top.
Yeah. Ah, there we go.
Jeez.
Edging
There
closer
we
to
go.
the 17 now.
Yeah, the reprofiling of this track mostly was a success, apart from that one corner where Chelsea is now. I feel like it's just more ugly and more clunky. Before it had a really nice flow.
It was alright. I think now it's a wee bit better because it gives more overtaking opportunities, but you want to be on the outside of it so you avoid the bump that's on the inside. So you don't get clarted, I think is
Technical term.
the proper pronunciation. High
Yeah.
on Space went up to P5, now P6, and in 19.9 I think Steely's just went up to
He's had a good
P2.
lap.
Sun Gods! We're getting closer and closer and it's only Q2. Done in 18.5. I think the current championship leader has got a 17-point lead over Alpha Matty, who I don't think's racing today.
No, he's not. He would normally be in the Mercedes. Another tech. That's interesting. And Johnny B's cooked up an 18.2. Look at that.
Times are flooding in. They're all flooding
I wasn't
in.
expecting that early on. I'll be honest. There's more people in contention here. I think Novatech and Johnny B doing those two laps as a statement to what I was predicting to be the front run.
I think he is grass cutting. That's one way to take turn 9 and 10 at High on Space, showing another demonstrator. This is a G-Tech lawnmower, this one. It's their new brand.
Yeah. New brand of lawnmower. Is it as effective? I don't know.
Chelsea's coming up to finish their lap, up to the line, fuel light flashing. 19.1 puts them P9.
I completely lost that on the leaderboard then. I just was staring at the bottom and I was like, where's it go? It's like the Alpines in real life, I just can't find them on the leaderboard. I was like, where's it go?
We're usually P12, 13. It's a good place to be.
No, but I would just feel like scanning the leaderboard. I'm like, right, there's thing, where are they? And it'll take me a while to find them.
Tucker's 4/10 up on his lap. So the second suggestion that we had, 1 second, 1.5 seconds, bringing true up to the sector 2 split. Another 4/10 up, clips that, nice, doesn't unsettle a wee bit, has to lift. Uses the curb on exit where invalidated last time, so now should hopefully gain on the time braking just at that fake 50-metre board that feels like the 100. Clips the apex nicely, not using the curb on the outside. Just after the 50-metre board through here, holding it in 5th, just at the white line there for the detection point, holds it in 3rd, slings it out wide, up to 4th, hugs the apex, up into 5th, DRS wide open, up to the line for a charge. Can he get into the top 10? Just outside P11 with, how long have we got? 4 minutes? Just over 4 minutes left.
There's enough time for him to go in and go back out. I imagine he can do a 19.0, maybe get into the 18s. I imagine with the wobble he had, yeah. Songod says, on his lap, Sebastian Loeb would have been proud of my lap with the amount of sideways in this. So I imagine he was a bit sideways somewhere.
Channeling his inner science with a hole in the side pod. He has to drift around the corners.
Yeah, one of these Ferraris needs to get a hole in the side pod. Who's it going to be? I don't know. I have my suspicions who's going to end up with damage today, but... What is it the snack says? This is AT2, anything can happen. Yeah, that was it.
Yep.
Yeah.
The 2012 F1 season.
Had 3 snaps to correct. Oh dear. Oh, wow, Novatech's very rude. How was it at the back, Charles? That's not very nice. JJ's the only one on the lap at the moment. I get a little bit of traffic from that Aston Martin Mason, but Mason knows what he's doing. He'll get out of the way nice and respectfully.
Through turn 4, holds it nice and tight. He doesn't do what Vettel did after coming back from COVID, spin it on the curb and lose the front wing, and make me very, very sad about waking up at 6 in the morning for that. Thanks, Seb.
Yep.
Into sector 2, here we go then. Holds it nice and tight. Doesn't want to get on the one. He does a wee bit, uses the marbles line to gain a wee bit more time. Flying now past the shoals of the Albert Park Lake. Just coming up, the Aston moves out of the way. He's half a second up. Clips the apex, nice, has to lift a wee bit, bounces the curb, and he's round! Goes the flying Williams.
That was nice.
And they need to
Not
be careful
ideal.
of traffic. Tries to
He's
do a
staying on the
flick
grass.
spin. He's clear to do it now. Might need to watch for his... Is that his teammate coming around? Is that Tucker? That is Tucker. It's not what he wants. And with the fuel light flashing and not much ERS left, JJ might be at risk here of heading out in Q2.
Lot of bother. He's P7 at the moment, but everyone's really close, so he's in a bit of a pickle.
And he's boxing as well. So that was JJ's session done and dusted. Sun Gods is done as well. He's called it a day in the pit lane.
He should be safe up there. Oh, Mason! Oh! How's that wheel still on that car? He got on the exit curb towards the end of Sector 1 and it spat him into the wall.
Oh! I just caught it in the stream. That was...
Oh! Oh
that
dear! Was that in the pits for Novatech, or what have I missed?
I think it was.
I presume it was, because I saw... You went, oh! I've had Novatech retired, so I thought he binned it somewhere.
No. The Mason's wall bank came up on the stream. He was just a wee bit behind, so I thought I'd catch it on there, but that was quite close. So they're all starting to get the final runs in. Roro is 2/10 up on his, so that'll push JJ further down into the drop zone, flying through turn 12 into 13. Now careful not to dip a wheel on the grass and go straight on down the access road into downtown Melbourne, holding it in 4th up to 5th. DRS flap wide open, up to the line. Can he improve? By half a second he's up to P5, so that pushes everybody else below him further down. Chelsea's half a 10th up, braking just at that little light box again, clips the curb maybe a wee bit too much, but it wouldn't cost them that much time. Up to 4th, 5th, DRS flap wide open. Can they find any time, or is this them done? 6/10 improvement up to P3. Who else have we got? Socks on the cusp of being eliminated. What can he do? Up to the line, finds 2/10s, but it's not enough for an improvement, so now he's needing hope Adam doesn't find anything else, and he does. He's up to P2, so Socks is out. High on Spice, up to the line. Next, he'll be high on something else if he can get into Q3. Holds it nice, the fuel light is flashing. Up to the line, he's not using any ERS, so I think that is him done and dusted for this session. He'll need to go back to rehab and hope he can find better pace next quali round and in the race. And I think everyone else is relatively safe.
He's attempted a bit up, so he needs to find a bit more here. This is where low fuel, fresh tyres will be...
Oh, he's invalidated!
Oh, he's invalidated! Oh dear, where was this put him? 19-0, it wouldn't have put him through anyway. It's a shame for Mason. He probably could have done if he didn't have his whoopsie his first lap. Chelsea says, Killian, you're insane. Without comments, back to rehab is quite a popular one. He'll be behind something else if he can make it into Q3. Yeah, I like you with these lot. This is great. Making being snacks look a bit rubbish, but hey, ho, we know.
Nah. We're all good on our own ways. But Q2 done and dusted. Think is my game. No, it's not bugged out. There we go. So Johnny B, not the championship leader, but staking his claim for pole. 1.5 clear of Adam MVP in second. Novatech P3, Chelsea P4, and the Alpine Go On Sun, we believe in you. Sun God, our usual streamer, in 18.5 and P5 in the Ferrari. Felix P6, championship leader, a wee bit down, but he is on his medium tyres. Roro behind P7 for the Mercedes. Staley P8, Marlboro Sled P9, JJ P10, just making it through, not by much. And out we have Socks, Tucker, Mason, and High on Spice in Q2. On to Q3, who's on pole? Who are we saying? Getting it?
I think, judging on it's hard to call, but judging on the tyres they did their previous laps on, Novatech and Felix are the favourites at the moment. But what I was going to say is this game cycle, everyone's so close in qualifying, it's great.
Yep.
Like, we've been on 3 completely different tracks now. and the gaps have been minuscule. So it's great to see that realistically anyone within like 6 cars can get pole. We've seen that in every tier this game, which is great.
I think JJ's the first. He is the first one out. So he'll be out on soft. Everybody should hopefully be on soft for Q3.
Yeah, everyone's on soft. Novatech's not clicking on the hards, he's staying on the soft.
He's done his race trim practice, he's quite happy.
Tucker says he's happy with P12. That's alright. As long as you're happy with your... There's a bit of voice crack there. As long as you're happy with your performance, what you've done, that's all you can do, really. Well, Novatech's... different approaches to outlaps. JJ's cruising, and Novatech's giving a bit of welly. He's giving a bit of oomph. Wants to be the first one to set a lap.
He's getting the temps in quick. There's a subtle hack that well, not really a hack. I don't want to get cancelled, but it's I think on warm-up lap or out laps you can't do it on formation laps anymore since we've banned them since Codemasters can't make a good game. But
yeah.
What you can do is you don't need to weave to get heat in the tires anymore. You can literally drive normally, and it gets enough heat in it, so you'll save tire life, save your wrists, you ride the brake, as Joseph says.
Yeah. And it was funny when I was doing that. I was doing that towards the end of last game. When I started doing it this game and no one else was doing it, I was like, I've got something here. And I told Joseph out, he's like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. Physics lessons in AT to hold on the brake, the heat from the brake dissipates into the tires. Oh, that's a wiggle!
He somehow kept it going. See, they say you don't learn anything with physics and stuff.
Physics was deflated in Killian. What's not to love? Every day's a skill day.
I didn't do well in science, but hey ho. I got like a 4 or a 5, I can't remember.
I think I got a
1 for Novatech in Sector 1.
He lost an end plate. No, he's kept it going. JJ had a little bit of a moment out of turn 2. I think he's rode the curb a wee bit, got on the AstroTurf, and it's looped the car around. So his lap's done and dusted, so he'll need to go back to the pits and rethink.
Yeah, because I don't imagine people will be fooling for multiple laps in Q3. It'll be a one and done, in again, and then do it again with 2 minutes left. Or in my case, 1 minute and 30 minutes left. Or 1 minute and 30 seconds left, and you've missed the flag. But hey-oh. We've all been there, I'll say. Come up to the line. What's the first time? What's the first time of this Q3 session going to be?
18-4.
18-0.
Never mind.
We're definitely going to get into the 17s.
John B up to the line, just behind on an 18-1. Got Felix.
Felix next. I'm curious what this is going to be.
The
a lot of speculation and murmuring about Felix, about his pace. Let's see what we can do here.
Another 18-0.
Interesting. That's JJ in the pits. We've got SunGuard on an outlap games.
Roro's parked it as well.
Adam coming up to the end of his lap. What's he got? Leaves it in. There's lots of different techniques around back in some of these slower corners. Second gear, third gear, around that final corner. It's interesting.
Adam up to the line, 18-6. Wee bit off, but he's top 10. He's in Q3. I don't think he can complain.
Yeah, and that's 3 favourites for the front row at the moment. Steely does an 18-5. That might be a U set for Steely. Roro is going again on a lap. That's Chelsea on an out lap. SunGod has invalidated. That's not ideal. Let's go with Roro then. Easy Baker pole pending, says CTFD.
With him being the championship leader, you'd assume so, but
you'd assume so.
As Joseph has said, Novitech's wiggle at turn 1 and 2, they're still at least a 10th. Maybe a bit more in that lap. So yeah. We should hopefully see high 17s. 17-8, 17-9.
Roro then. It's been a while for people to break into the low 17s in 81 early this week.
Oh, that's the
Oh,
gravel!
Roro's off. Oh dear. Did well to slow it down, not loop it, and not hit the jump at the end of that gravel section.
I would have
So
made
this
people
lap is
clock
gone.
couldn't do in 2008. Shattered in the
I was-
suspension.
Destroyed the suspension. I did that in practice. Not destroyed the suspension, I just got lots of air. But, you know. Chelsea got... He's in 6th round there. Into second to last corner. Vex very close to the grass on the exit. Or the entry, rather. Around the final corner. Doesn't take any risks. The track limits on the left. What's this going to be? An 18.3. P4.
Now you're getting closer and closer.
I'm still bitter about my Q3, anyway. So these lot of doing things that I didn't do. Well, my Q2 time would have been in the front row anyway, but yeah.
Sun God coming round to finish his lap, bouncing over the curbs, keeping it nice and tidy. Turning in just after the little light box, turning it down into 5th, which is what I did, back into 6th, holding it in 2nd there for a wee bit of extra turn in, up to 3rd, 4th, holds it in 4th there, up to 5th on exit. DRS wide open, up to the line, as I burp halfway through, pardon me, and it's a 17.9. We're into the 17s, it was that good it made me burp, so I drank too much water.
It was the burp that did it.
It was the burp
that did it.
No commentators
Little bit
curse
of extra-
anymore, it's the commentators burp and you get pull.
Extra clumps down the
Excuse
straight.
me.
Almost everyone is a 27.1 through sector 1. Wow. So everyone's very close with, so it's all in later on in the lap then. That's interesting.
The main one where people will lose time will be turn 9 and 10, because those curbs can be... You either nail them completely, or it invalidates, or you take flight, and you'll end up in somebody's apartment window. But...
Perpendicular to where you're meant to be going, yeah.
Yes. Speaking
Well,
of
it's
turn
apparently
9
gone
10,
purple.
yeah, it's purple. Down to turn 11 for the last DRS one, the third DRS one actually, sorry. Holds it in 5th.
Because apparently this track needs all of them.
Yep. The Aussies just like everything. That's how it works.
They just
Oh, he's
like
on the
this.
curb. The
It's
5th
interesting
using
to
the
see where
curb on
this can
exit.
go. You can put the laps together, come on, bro. So let's see what we can do here. 18.2, P5. There's more time in that.
Definitely. Definitely. I think, Roro out
Got
on
4
an
minutes left.
on an outlap just now with 4 minutes left, like you say, and he'll still have, hopefully, I don't think he will have enough time to set another lap, but
No, he won't. He's going very early.
yes, maybe
I'm only
he's
3/10 off my TT time.
like TD when Killian got a face for the side pod. Oh, come on, Joseph,
Mate.
please. I've not got a point yet, it's been 3 races.
It was a bit of a sticky one in the party, that one.
Oh, I've never heard one of our race parties that quiet. Even Monaco, it wasn't that quiet.
It was a bit of an awkward one afterwards.
Oh.
Anyway, that was a stressful time.
My water bottle looked broken. Brilliant. Anyway, Roro coming up to start his lap, taking a nice wide line to get as much speed as he can to start the lap. He's going to have a wee bit of traffic, so that Ferrari at turn 1 might need to be a wee bit careful. Braking just after the 50 metre board, not clipping the curb, he doesn't want to risk flying off. Up into and through the gears, through turn 2 nice and clean, just at the light box where it's flashing the green flag. Hold it in 4th, back down to 3rd, maybe a wee bit wide, and it wouldn't cost him that much time. Near enough drifting through turn 4 in 4th gear. Up into 6th, using the curb on the exit into reprofile turn 6 and 7, braking nicely just there, clipping the inside curb. Flying now through turn 8, and now, funnily enough, this one doesn't count as a corner. For some reason, the Aussies just, they forget they're upside down. But anyway,
This is
flying past the lake in the centre of the track, holds it in 7th, nice and tidy, bumps the curb a wee bit, and that's brilliant as well. Heading now into the 3rd DRS zone, over the bridge, braking just at the fake 50 metre board, clipping the curb nicely, bounces over it perfectly, up to 4th, 5th, just after the light box, clips the apex, nice little wee bit wide,
Ooh.
he holds it off, doesn't get the invalidation into third, not up to fourth now he is into fifth nationwide again to get a better straight line speed down the start finish straight up to the line, and it is an 18.8, but it doesn't gain any places, and that will be it for Roro's qualifying. I think everyone else now is either on an outlap or starting a lap.
About to
Got
start.
Johnny starting his laps at deflated, take us away.
Oh, he's put me on the spot here, right, in the Ferrari. Johnny B lives it through here. This is a very satisfying section with Albert Park. Hits the curve there, a little bit of a wobble. See if he can cook up in the first sector. 27, he's slightly up. See if you can get this. That is the most important corner on the track there. If you get it right, you can easily gain at least a tenth and a half. Down this straight that isn't straight, there's not a corner but it's straight. Yeah. Into the chicane, what does he do? 50-metre board down into 6. Doesn't cut it on the right. Maybe a bit safe. Down here, past the traffic, that is a Mercedes getting out of the way. There's going to be a bit of traffic actually. Of a Haas and a McLaren. Might be able to get away with it. Oh, it's going to be a bit touch and go. Going to be... Ooh. Not 100% ideal. Felix completely disappeared. That probably put Johnny off. Massive slide coming out of there. And he's backed off. He's lost too much time.
So
that was unfortunate.
There's one front runner gone. Felix is going to have grass on his tyres for the start of his lap, and Sun God has invalidated his lap as well. So, Mr. Novitek, it's over to you, buddy, as you're a tenth and a half up. Can you snatch pole position? Who's getting it?
It's going to be close. Let's see what his middle sector's going to be. He's 2.5 tenths up. This is, if he holds this together, we're into the 17.8, 17.7 maybe. See if he can hook up this awkward right-hander. Uses a lot of road on the exit. That was nice. Enjoyed that one. Leaves it in 5th. Oh, clipped the curb a little bit. That might have upset the car balance a little bit. Around the final corner he comes. 4th gear up to 5th. Uses a lot of road on the exit. This will probably put him into provisional pole. And a 17.6. Jeez. What can Felix do? He's 2 and a bit tenths up as well. With a bit more time. Oh, a bit of a over rotation, I think. Around the second to last corner. Down the start finish straight we go. Marlborough goes second fastest. Felix just nicks it. Finds another 10th. Adam goes P6 and Johnny B is cruising. So that is qualifying in 82. Felix with another pole. Not by as much as I thought it would be.
Championship leader staking his claim. Once again, Novitek almost had it with Felix managing to pull it through at the end, but he might get a wee bit of finger wagging from the stewards if Johnny wants to put his, if you would call it being impeded, maybe a wee bit of a put off at the end of his lap, or the start of his lap, sorry. I think Roro gave up in the pits, and I think Steely lost it on the exit of turn 6, turn 7. He done what Roster did 2016. Put it in the wall.
Oh dear. Joseph says got a more race orientated setup anyway. There you go. I used that Spa last season as well. Oh, so different race strategies, different setups. This track is tricky with setups because people have gone different directions with wing levels. So it'll be interesting to see in the race. We got top 10. Felix with his second pole in front of Novitek. Marlborough with a very good P3. Sun God P4. Johnny B P5. Ferraris are probably a bit miffed with that. They always probably think if they could get a front row here. Adam P6. Chelsea P7. Steely P8. Roro P9. And JJ with an unrepresentative time, but still into Q3. And now we have 5 minutes until we get going. I should probably put that in the blimmin'. Hello, Alexa, go away. Thank you. See, they're always listening. Right in the corner of my eye. You see,
Well,
that's about
I've
something
had
to
to
say.
mute mine. And that is dry.
Right. We go at 8:30. Bosh.
Alright, well, predictions in chat. Your top three, who's it going to be? Because I'm going to go with Felix will hold the lead, I think. Novatech will keep P2, and then Johnny will get P3.
Fair
I think
enough.
that's how
He
it will
already
go.
did his announcement stuff. Oh, shit. See, Joseph, I'm doing many things here. I'm commentating and all this. Actually, hang on. Tim to win. So they reckon Robo reckons Sungod's going to win it. What I'm going to do, not race director. Whoops. Settings. I'm just going to quickly double check. Where is it? Good. Right. Just double checking, triple checking that formation that was off. We appreciate you. See, we're appreciated. I don't know who Joe's is saying that, but I'm going to take credit of that.
Yeah,
It
it's,
means
it's
us.
probably just you. I'm not going to lie.
Not me. I'm what a dyslexic man who's just struggling to get his sentences out. Yeah.
So we've got a dyslexic and a mild autist on comms. Like this is like a
What could
match
go
made in
wrong?
heaven. Exactly. What could go wrong? Or is both
What
of
is
us?
going to go wrong?
Yes,
Oh, you
we're good
see.
at our jobs.
Apparently. We haven't got paid yet.
Nah, should be.
We
Joking. I'm gonna
have
twit
worked at
longer
Sky
about
Sports.
this.
We can replace Paul DeResta. He's Scottish. You can replace him.
No, he's too good. I like his insight.
Interesting. What, were you one who liked Paul DeResta?
Hmm? Yeah, no, I do. I like him.
Oh, okay. Interesting. We have a difference in opinion there, but hey ho. See, opinions are like bumholes. Everyone's got one. Yeah, I said it.
What a quote!
No one thought they would hear that today, did they?
What a quote!
Yeah.
Anyway, it will be interesting to see some of the. I'm looking at the race director just now, and some of the strategies because we know what medium soft is possible. We almost pulled it off, and then the Zeta car came out. Felix is on hards. Him and JJ, I think, are the only ones on hards. They are. Everybody else has either went for mediums or
Time
softs.
to be continued. Novatech, I have my car keys with me, so if I die first lap, I'm gonna take a drive. Oh god, right, this could be dangerous here.
Oh,
We, you could have to do me for music playing, you know. Don't go anywhere near my. Oh god, he's just got his first car, hasn't he? Jesus
oh boy.
Christ! Right, oh boy, watch out, everybody. If this doesn't go well, there's gonna be a Novatech on the roads in the Netherlands. Oh,
Buckle up, buddy. You need not even
oh
just one
boy,
seatbelt. You need the seatbelt behind you. Put that in, and then the one in the passenger
Number 10
just
to 2.
reach across.
Number 10 to 2. You need to. What was it? This is bad. I had my test a few months ago, and everything just gone blank. Right. Just don't crash. Yeah.
Fuck, I live in the other side of the country.
On that note, it's 29, so I imagine there'll be a count. Oh, hang on. There's that. On this game, we don't get a countdown when spectating. It used to be last game, but there isn't one now, which is really annoying. So any minute we're going to jump in and be like, oh, a race is happening, so this will be fun.
15 seconds, according to Chelsea.
15 seconds, right. That's good to know.
Brace.
Brace for impact, everybody. Here we go. Got 5 red lights. And we're off eventually. And we're off. Felix with a decent start. Novatech is going to draw alongside. Might have a look into turn 1. Oh, a little bit of wheel banging. get away with it. Marlborough's having a look. Like around the outside. Sun God's in there as well. Johnny B's not had a good start. Adams jumped him up to P5. Steely's up to P6. So Johnny B's gone backwards. But at the moment, everyone seems to be behaving themselves. No one's off the road. That's what I want. I don't want that one. And, oh, where's my tyres? No, not that one. There it is.
Felix managing to get the clean getaway that he needed. Socks already up 3 places. Yankee Bills up 4. Roro's had a shocking start. He's down to P13. As they're going 2 and nearly 3 wide. This brings back bad memories into turn 9 and turn 10. I think they've all managed to keep it clean. Mason bounced over the curb a wee bit, so that'll invite high on space into the fray. He's had to lift off as Mason slams the door shut in his face, and he'll have to sit behind for now as he almost hits him up the back, doing what Beastie did to Josh in 81. But they look like they've all managed to survive lap 1.
No one's pacing backwards. No one's got any damage. That is impressive. Well done, everybody. While that was going on, Marlborough's got past Novatech on the soft tyres, so he's going aggressive. A soft medium strategy could work, but you need to make the softs work for you in your favour early on. Then you might be in a bit of a sticky one later on when people have got the soft tyres behind you. We need a safety car prediction. Oh god, didn't do that. At the moment, I don't know, we haven't had many this week, have we? There was none in no assists. I think there was only one. Oh, there was two.
Oh,
in
incident!
Oh, as we say that.
Commentator's
As
curse.
we say that, there's a Mercedes backwards. No damage, it looks like visually. He might have subtle damage. Nice. Has he got anything? Doesn't look like it.
I think they've all managed to survive.
Go back up. What's going on?
Johnny B looking to move on to Steely, round the outside at turn 11. Steely's run wide. Johnny's going to get him on the inside if he can give him the room. There's a wee bit of wheel banging. Steely nearly runs off into the gravel. He gives him the room on the outside, and he's had to push him out just a wee bit. Johnny's onto the grass. That blip invites Socks back through. Now he's got Chelsea fan on his outside as they're all setting the fastest laps of the Grand Prix. But I think for now they've all settled down just a little bit. As Chelsea trying round the outside, contact.
Full touch.
Round. Managed to keep going, but Johnny has
I've
had
not seen a collision like that.
the worst couple of corners of his racing career. He's lost about 5 places in the space of half a sector, and it's not the start he would have wanted, and I think they all managed to escape without damage. The front wing looks intact. I think they're all okay.
Between Chelsea and Johnny B, that was just really weird contact. They touched rear wheels and then they just kind of merged front wings together. It was really weird. But on the collision last lap, Carlos Spice did pit, so I presume he's the one that got damage in that. So judging by that, maybe he went into the wall, maybe collision with Roro at the second round. Hard to say. Meanwhile, back at the front, the top 4 are breaking away. They've escaped DRS of Adam, and they're probably going to run away with this for these top 4, unless there's a safety car.
Oh, they're almost going 3 wide into turn 11. Chelsea's managed to get back past Johnny, so is Mason. So Johnny's going to try and not have a repeat of what happened last lap, but I think they've all survived it so far, and this is inviting Tucker into the party as well. Rowe's just a wee bit behind for now, but this fight for the last points position, and it's only lap 4. It's what you want to see. Oh, he's in the wall!
JJ's off.
Is
He's
he
got
beat?
all his wheels on his wagon, but there's not a front wing there anymore.
Oh. Managed to
That is
keep it
not what I
going.
want to see. Dropped it on the curve of turn 1. Just spat him off.
He's
See
done a
that a lot
Verstappen
here.
in 2018. Oh, Chelsea's on the grass! Heading into turn 5, they're going to go side by side into turn 6. They give each other the room.
Oh, Socks is
Chelsea's
round.
off into the gravel. Socks is off as well.
There's
No.
4 cars now in very close proximity here. Oh, Nelly.
Oh, this brings back bad memories. This many cars as
Right,
close
viewers.
together. Johnny around the
Bees on the
outside.
outside.
Gets it done. Gonna invite
Lovely.
Tucker into the fray as well. He's just a little bit too far back just now. Johnny might go for 2 for 2 here if he feels like he can. He's not close enough just yet, so they're all settling down for just now. Back up to the front. Got Felix gaining ever so slightly. DRS straight not long enough for Marco Sled to get anywhere near where he wants to be. I think he's just sat behind saving his ERS. We've got a yellow flag at the back.
I think that's Johnny. He's not been into the pits. I think he just made a mistake coming out in the final corner.
It's not been his night
just
so
had
far.
He's had a bit of a sticky one. It's not gone ideally for him.
It's not been
But his
Ferrari's
teammate, though.
week.
His teammate, he's sticking with the second Ferrari. Hang on, this.
Socks around the outside of row through turn 3 into turn 4. He holds the inside for the next one, then he gets the move done. Fair play, round of applause. That was a good move. Well in son, he's up to P11's change for the lead. They're going side by side. They managed to hold it. It's going to invite Novitek in because Marlboro Sled didn't get the exit he needed. He's having to burn all the ERS. He's just saved. He flies back past. Novitek might try and follow through. Felix on the inside trying to switch back. He's not going to be close enough yet, and they've had to settle in. His Sun God is now pushing each and every one of them through the final sector. It's going to invite the guys behind in if they can't sort themselves out soon. But Marlboro Sled doing what he needs to do on the soft piles, use the advantage that he can. Felix has just not used any ERS at all. He knows the plan, he knows he'll have the quicker tires at the end, so he's saving what he has. Is Novitek runs in deep, he's going to invite Sun God through, so he's down a position. Sun God's onto the podium. The Ferrari boys are loving it. Felix is looking at a move on Marco Sled, dives down the inside, he's not close enough for the switchback, and he takes the lead back through and he says, no mate, you're not having this one, this is mine.
This is entertaining, isn't it? I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting Felix just follow through, let Marlboro use his softs, and then come back at the end of the stint. But he's like, no, I'll come back straight away, actually. Now he's going to rocket away. Let's see what Sun God. See if he's got anything in his locker. See what's his game plan. His game plan. Going to be a long night as a steward, says Joseph. Well, 81 was a long one. It might be another long one.
They were all fighting over P8, P9 again. I think Chelsea managed to get back past Mason. She's up to P8, but Mason's not giving up on it. Just yet as he goes to the inside for turn 9 and 10. That's not what he wanted to do it. He's on the grass, so that's going to invite Tucker in. He gets a little wiggle on the exit. He's not Mr. Wiggles, you're not allowed to do that one. But he's not close enough for a dive into turn 11 and he can't get it done. Back to the front with you, Wee.
Let's go back to the front. They're still within DRS of each other, still having a look. Novitek's trying to spook Sun God in the number 1 Ferrari. So yes, I was going to say, the second Ferrari's not had a good week this week. The number 1 Ferrari's in the podium place at the moment, so see if he can hold that up. But he's got a Red Bull of a very quick Dutchman in this still. There we go, this is somewhat realistic.
John, you getting
oh, dearie me! How has Sun God kept that out of the wall? Well done. Got wide onto the exit curve. It spat him off. Kept it out of the wall. Novitek have made that place back. But he hasn't got damage as Sun God. That's the only thing he can hope for at the moment. No damage. Just keep it pointing in the right direction. And hopefully a podium will come his way.
Mistakes are plenty in the first 7 laps.
See, this is just one of those tracks where it's tricky to get within the rhythm on heavy fuel.
And
what's going on?
And a DRS train with 30 as well. It's one. Oh, he's trying to go on the outside. Oh, and he's in the wall. Johnny's he kept it. I think he has managed to keep it going. He's lost one of his end plates. Socks trying to go around the outside. It's a TD repeat. That's what it is. And
a TD repeat.
The car behind did not get collected. Why couldn't it be me, Jeff? Why couldn't it be me?
Oh, Jeff.
But Johnny's lost an end plate, and I think he might call it a day because it's just not been his weekend so far. If he wants to keep going.
First penalty of the race, JJ, and I think that's quicker. Well, it's taken longer to get the first penalty than has been the previous races this week. Novitek with a big slide. These are cooking their tyres. They're properly going for it. They are gapping Adam, who's in no man's land right now. With another big slide. Everyone's pushing their tyres. That might come back to bite them later on in this race.
Oh, Marble going close. Thought about the move into turn 9 through turn 10. Bounce over the curb, another slide. He's not the one he's having to use some ERS to catch back up to the back of Felix. He's used it a little bit now. He's down to 70% when he was on 90 a few laps ago. Having to stretch the lead, and it's not what Marlboro needs. He needs to be in clean air to make these tyres work. But they're all very, very close. We've got a yellow flag. Or is that?
That is Steely.
Is he beached? He's
Steely's
not
off.
beached.
That is a very weird place to be off. Not what I was expecting.
Mason and Chelsea going side by side. It's getting a bit Steely back through. He gets his P8 back. Tucker trying to go run the outside of Chelsea. He can't get there. Socks trying to get past Tucker. He can't do it either, and he taps the rear wheel of the Slippy Williams in a straight line. So we go back up the front. Novatek and Marlboro sled going side by side. Novatek round the outside at turn 4. Gets the move done. Nice and ahead of the McLaren driver. Sun God getting another wiggle on the exit at turn 5. This is...
Issues with turn 5. He's going to have a go of the McLaren though. He doesn't have the DRS. Yes he does, he just didn't open it. And Songod is a rocket ship. He's going to have a go at Novatek. Got the outside line, thinks better of it. And while they're squabbling, Felix has broken DRS.
Which is what he needs on his mediums. Is Songod going to go for a dive? Yes he does. But he overcooks it in the gravel. And he's off.
Completely misses braking points.
And all the time that he had and he gained is now down the drain, and he's out of the DRS train as well.
And Marlboro is in, so we're not going to see any soft mediums today.
Oh, Steely's on the same! Steely's ran by the got off the exact same corner, so soft!
Is there an oil slick down there somewhere?
Get the bacon flag out. There's oil on the track. There's who left a banana?
Oh, this is happening. Yankees up to P4. Fair enough.
The comeback of dreams. Marlboro's came in and put another set of softs.
Interesting. Okay, so that's a 2-stop.
So that will be
I like that.
A soft medium.
Yeah.
I'd assume.
So he's got clear air right now. He's going to be so much faster than everyone else there. Okay, this is interesting. I like that.
Watch the lap
I've been thinking about trying to do 2 stops, but I don't want to risk it.
There's another one. Rural picks up 3 seconds.
Exit of turn 5, that one, I think. Judging by where he is on track. And everyone seems to be the closest fight is Chelsea and Mason. These two having a ding-dong. Alpine and Aston. It seems to be these 2 cars at the moment. In real life as well.
Down the inside goes.
Oh, Mason.
On the
mistake in the braking zone.
Nearly lost it on the curb as well, but Chelsea threw it up into P6 for the Alpine with no ERS as well.
Yeah, Chelsea does that. You get accustomed to just seeing Chelsea with a flashing red light. No ERS management in that Alpine.
It's just like real life.
Yeah, just Alpine's weird in real life.
It's like Preston, they just kind of like exist.
Yeah, they have a definition of mid.
Right, no, I wouldn't go to simmer down. I wouldn't go that far. But everybody's, I think most of them have kind of all calmed down a bit now. They're all a wee bit spaced out. Everybody's settling into a rhythm. That is just the fight
Everyone's
for
on different strategies as well.
Just the fight for P6 now, but I think Adam's getting a wee bit close to the back of Tucker, so he might try for a move into turn 9. I think Tucker might just let him go with this one. TD, why could you not do that, please? Into turn 9, he's got the move done, and he'll get a double dose of the DRS as well, so he'll be able to break the 1 second that he has, and he will be gone like a fart in the wind down the straight. And he'll try and challenge
Gone
Socks.
like a fart in the wind.
Yep.
Only here. And Mason and Chelsea are going at it again. They've tripped over each other. They're still going. That's not what you want to see, I'll be honest.
Invited Socks back into the party as well.
And Adams, having made a pit stop, is right on the back of this train as well. This is interesting, the strategy of this game. I love it. Fox hasn't got a DRS, but he'll get it as long as he keeps close. And it could be a four-way fight brewing for P6.
With some of these guys still to stop as well. So if anybody wants to try the undercut, it's there. We'll jump the train. We've got a yellow behind. It's a safety car.
Oh, interesting. Roro's dropped it and lost his front wing.
He's done nothing at 120 then.
That is going to be gold for the top four of everyone who hasn't pitted yet. Felix, I thought he was going to stay out then, but he comes in. I imagine everyone is going to be in.
Yeah. Good assumption.
That is bad luck for Marlborough because he did not need this for his strategy.
Marlborough now though, he could go mediums to the end. They will do 17, 18 laps. They should do
they'll
it.
be a bit dead. And he stays out. Interesting.
Will he jump any of them? Here's the better question. Oh, he had to brake before the line. He had to brake before the line. He's not going to get Sun God. So he stays P4. Yankee Bills came in for mediums. Adams stayed out. Mason onto the hards. Socks onto the hards. Chelsea on the hards as well. So yeah.
Sea of hard tyres, it looks like. Steely stays out. Johnny B. What's Johnny B going to do? He's used a set of mediums. I think he used them in qualifying as well. He stays out. What's JJ going to do? He might put the hards back on. He's on the mediums now. He might put hards back on.
Oh, he's on the gravel.
He's had a bit of a clumsy one there.
He's just zoned out a wee bit. He's just
yeah, he was in there.
Watching the fight on the TV screen. Doing what Russell did at Austria. He was
he's like, oh, what's going on up there? So, if you're Marlborough, what's the game plan at this point? You're on soft tyres. You've got people on hards in front of you. You're going to want to get past these three in front as quickly as possible and try and build a gap. Because when you pit for mediums at the end, you're going to be seconds a lap quicker.
Definitely. Definitely.
Fresh tyres on this game cook. Like you're cooking if you got them in the end.
He needs to make it work immediately. He needs to get the jump. He can't sit behind. He needs to be aggressive, basically, because I think 3-lap-old softs will be near enough, if not faster, than fresh hards. So the ball's in his court, basically. He needs to get. Oh no, never mind.
He's ignoring us and he's going in.
Commentator.
No, we're just being silly.
I should have worked. It would have worked.
Good burps. Was this mediums? No, it's hard. He's got to have a lap fresher hard tyres. That's interesting.
I think the mediums would have made it to the end.
Mediums would have definitely made it from this point. Because the soft medium strategies pit about lap 13, 12, 13 for mediums. Or your mediums are a bit dead at the end. It's still a very good strategy.
So the ones to watch out for now will be Roro, Tucker and Yankee, but we're now up to P5. 10 places
last,
in 14 laps.
After having his whoopsie in qualifying, forgetting what mirrors do, he's up to P5 on mediums. So he's going to have the pace for the foreseeable future until like the last 7 or 8 laps, when the hards will probably come good in comparison to these mediums. He could be on for a good position here.
100 IQ strat. He knows the score. What if
Don't
Roll
imagine
on.
the safety car will be.
Yeah, it should be in this lap. Yeah, if they can catch up, but
Oh, that's an embarrassing one, isn't it, Socks? The time penalty under safety car is not ideal.
this might be a very late call. In fact, no, this will go for
Could
another lap.
be.
This will be another lap. I don't think they'll make
I was
it.
looking because the Williams and the Mercedes are quite far back.
Yeah, nah, I don't think. If it's in this lap now, that is. But oh my god, that is.
That
fast.
is
That's
stupidly late.
ridiculous. All right, brace yourselves, boys,
outrageous.
because you can't overtake before the safety car line.
When does Felix decide to go?
Needs to be careful he doesn't get slowed on the restart.
The safety car's in and he's gone.
They are off and away. So who's going to be the main benefactor? Yankees weaving to get heat into the tyres. They're all being very, very cautious into turn one. Sox try to look for a move around the outside of Staley. He can't get it done. There's a move up the top. Adams at the moment. Chelsea picks up 3 seconds. It's all kicking off in the restarts at the
Oh,
wall!
they're off! Oh dear. That
Well,
might be another safety car.
He trundles his way
Oh,
backwards.
I think it's a VSC.
I think it
Caution.
is.
Caution everywhere. What's going on there? 5-second penalty for a severe collision with Harlem Spice. Virtual safety car. And that is reminiscent, I'd say, to the Alpine French Civil War from
Yes.
Australia this year. Very similar.
2023 third restart. There's another reference ticked off. We're 3 down now.
Yeah, he's got that one off. Alright, so let's calm down. Not a full safety car. And they're gone. I'll say that. Songod's had a very good restart. Side by side with Novitek. And he's got it stopped this time.
Careful not to run too wide. Felix there was a massive gap between Felix and Novitek on the restart. It was almost 2 seconds. It's been gone into none as Novitek almost clips the back of Sungod through the penultimate corner. Losing the head a wee bit, son. You've got this. There's still 16 laps to go. You've got this. Make it 15 now. So we're on to lap 16. Felix leading the way in P1. Sungod just behind. Novitek P3. Yankee Bill's now up to P4 after his restart with a collision at the back. Mason P5. He's got Chelsea behind them in P6. Staley P7. Sox P8. Tucker, Johnny B, and Marlboro Sled. Hasn't worked out for him today in P11, and high on Spice, the phone the Polis. All I'm going to say. PRS Roro P13. JJ picking up another 3 seconds, and Adam is in the pits for, at this point, probably a new full diffuser gearbox. Everything after that hit into the wall.
He's jumped out his one. He's got him a spare.
Bring back the spare
After
car.
All of this, biggest gainer this race so far is Yankee Bill, and we've got Sungod go for a move, and he's got Felix around the outside, and he's made that stick. He's got a new leader. Sungod's now in the lead. Can he hold on though? What's Felix going to do to respond? No DRS open yet. I think he'll be next lap.
Yeah.
DRS is enabled. We swapped the McLaren of Marlborough out for the Aston of Yankee, who is comfortably on the back of this train and gapping his teammate for now. DRS is now enabled. What's Felix going to do here? It's not going to be yet. We're going to get first DRS down the back straight.
Mason ran a little bit wide at turn 1. Chelsea's on the inside for turn 3. Gives him the room, opens up the steering a wee bit just to give him a little nudge to say, hi, I'm here. Clips the rear, it catches it in the curb. Just well held.
Been racing all race. Nuts. Steely's now going to get involved. Chelsea's running away a little bit, and
Felix back
is
fast.
fighting back. The rocket ship has overtaken the Ferrari.
And Sun God, with him being first, he won't have any DRS for this full sector until they get back to the start-finish line. So Novitek, here's your chance. Burning his DRS, is he going to go for a dive? He looks to it, he's gone for it, late on the brakes, bounces over the curb, he's ran wide.
And he's off!
He's not learned from what either of them did. Gets a massive thanks lap for Yankee Bill. is up onto the podium, but he won't be there for long if Novitek can hold it on the outside. A little bit of a dip onto the grass, and he's ran wide as well. That might be a warning if he's not careful. Might have to have a clip there. Oh, as he loses it in the exit curb a wee bit as well. And Felix... oh wait, no, he's lagged back. Hello.
What the hell? What's happened there?
Little bit of desync. I'm not sure what's happened there, but Mace nearly turning him into the wall doing a... oh, it's right in my knowledge. Sutil 2013, 2012 into the wall.
That is obscure.
Exit of the corner, I can't remember what year it was, I do know it was a force in there. Socks up to P7, he's got back past Mason. And it's all kicking off in the midfield. Yankee Bill he's chilling. He is blessed, the Hawaiian music is on. He's got the headphones in, the shades on, pina colada in the cockpit drink system. He's loving it up to P3. Sun God blitzing the ERS to stay with Felix bouncing over the curves through turn 9 and 10. He's not using any ERS now, he's sat in the slipstream. He has a little look to the inside, brakes just behind, he's not going for it this time, saving it for the main straight. Back behind, it's all kicking off. It's all kicking off. Easiest way to say it.
Nelly. So I'm curious how Novitek ended up back here. He was just behind Yankee and he lagged back. Maybe it was just a bit of desync because he was actually that far behind. I imagine there'll be a clip of it.
Oh, Sun God for the move into turn 1, gets it done, slams the door shut on Felix, runs a little bit wide, getting caught on the curb, but he'll have the DRS. Felix not using any behind, he's not playing the main games today, breaks a little bit early, just so he's not caught out, and he sits behind for now. Even more moves. Little bit of Red Bull team orders, careful.
Chelsea's lost the front wing.
Ah!
Chelsea, I just saw the name plummeting and I went to go on board and there's no front wing on that Alpine anymore.
Needs to be careful until they don't understeer into the wall. It's causing everyone behind she's trying to left to get out of the way.
God.
But all it's done is cause more issues. Off into the gravel, flying over it like K-Mag on the safety car this year. It's the yellow flag for that. Back up to the front. Is Felix gonna go for the move? Not using any. I think Sun God might have used a little bit just to break away. He's not went for the move this time round. Marlboro sled.
It'll be a slugfest between these two.
No 21 at Red Bull today. They've managed to keep it clean.
I think it'll be very similar between these two to what happened on Thursday with me and George. Felix might just let Sun God go. Just stick within his DRS, save battery, and the final lap just go for it. I imagine that might be what happens. So Sun God might need to use a bit of wits here. Be like, no Felix, you go first. You will be very polite on the second to last lap. No, you go first, I insist. Let's see what happens.
Oh, Stocks has a little bit of a wiggle. Exit turn 2, might invite Mason in, but they've all got DRS, so nobody can make a move. Stocks holding it nice and tight and nice and clean. He sticks with it for now. Chelsea's in the pitch for a new front wing and a set of soft. I know the pain, son. I know the pain. Back up to the front. Felix playing the main game, saving the ERS, 20% more than Sun God in front. But he's gaining and gaining.
Go for it though.
Is he going to try it round the outside? Yes, he does. He gives him the room and they nearly make contact. But it's all kept nice and clean. And because he was behind at the detection point and there's only one for the two DRS zones, he flies ahead. Doesn't need to use any ERS, neither does Sun God. They both sit behind and they're all just swapping positions for fun now at this point.
The one detection point there is so silly. I still don't get that, but anyway.
Oh.
That's it, FIA.
Little bit of contact between Socks and Staley. Staley just understeering into the side pod. We saw that at Hamilton and Perez, and it was a Red Bull that done it this time. And he's ran wide again and saw
he's going to get caught by Mason here.
Pushing him round the final corner. But again, DRS train, what can you do? If Staley's now ran out of DRS, Mason has a bucket load of it, and he's going, here son, have some of my kilowatts. I don't need them. Exit a turn 2. Flap wide open for the DRS with the extra 30 mile an hour down the straight. He has a little bit of a look, but he doesn't go for it. It's not needed. He's playing it wise for now.
Have a look at penalties. Haven't kept up with penalties. A few. JJ I've noticed had a few. He's up 14 seconds, but the rest is on 3. Chelsea's had 6
Oh
seconds.
no,
I
it
imagine
takes
one of those will get
backwards!
removed. Oh! He's
also
looped it
done
somehow.
He's done a Rosberg 2016. He's kept it out the wall, but that is his race done and dusted. Unless there was a late safety car, with all the fighting that's going on, I wouldn't count it out. Back up to the front, we've got Mason and Socks fighting for P5. Mason had both of them actually had a little bit of a wiggle out of turn 10, but they all managed to keep it clean. And Steely is now right on the back of this once again, pushing Mason through the corners. He's on the grass. Try to gain every advantage he can, use every inch of track, surface, material, you name it. Mason's using it. Round the final corner, little bit of a troubled exit, but again, DRS train, none of them won't be able to get through. Back up to the front, I think their Sun God's playing the mind games. He's not using any ERS, neither is Felix. Felix on 80, Sun God on 60.
I'm texting for a set of softs, so I imagine he's going to go for fastest lap. And potentially, if he gets it all hooked up, beat the race record. Which I imagine he could do, because the race record was set by TD. So it's doable.
118.6 is what he needs to beat. 118.6.
Yeah, I think he could do that.
Sun God DRS open at the 50 metre board, clips turn 9 curb fine, bounces over turn 10 nice and well. Not using any ERS again. I'm assuming he's saving till the end here. He's doing the George Plaster strips, he knows what he needs to do. Keep it nice and tight behind.
Thursday.
And it worked on Thursday. You have first hand of it. I was dead by that point, so I never saw it.
Sun God was spectating, he was commentating, he saw it happen. So he's like, oh yeah.
Oh, nearly hits the back of Tucker. At turn 11 he managed just to get it slowed down in time, but Tucker has no ERS left, so he might be a sitting duck down the straight. Runs a little bit wide at the penultimate corner through turn 14 they go. Hits the detection point, lovely, DRS wide open, using as much overtake as he has got left. He flies past the Williams driver, hold the inside line, but it might compromise him. You might want to switch back just before when you know you're ahead. But again, with only one detection point, Tucker has nothing. He only needs to use the tiniest amounts of kilowatts that he's got left, and Roro managing to stay ahead just for now. Sun God picks up 3 seconds.
That might have cost him the win. It depends how many warnings Felix has got.
Now it is a Thursday repeat. I'll check the warnings and see what Felix is on. 1 on lap 1. He's 1 off. So if he can play it
not
smart,
out of the water for it,
and be a wee bit cheeky, might give him, put him under enough pressure, give him a track limits warning, because Sun God now has basically got a clean slate and he's got another 2 he can use before he gets another penalty, if he wants to. Be a wee bit cheeky.
Thing is, for Sun God, he's got Yankee on the 10 up on mediums, same age mediums, and they're going to be slower now than these hards. So, as long as he can keep using the DRS to pull away from Yankee, his P2 is all but secured at this point. But Sun God's been saying he's been finishing second to CT last season so many times, and now it's Felix who could be denying him his win.
Oh, Johnny's round at the last corner. He's pulling into the pit lane. I think he's either calling it a day or he's going for the race record. But they're fighting Hammer and Punk. I can't remember the scene. Hammer and yeah, that one. Fighting the kitchen utensils. They're all over it. Novitek flies
throwing the
through.
kitchen sink.
That's it. Novitek is drifting everywhere around the last corner. I don't know if it's desync, I don't know if it's his diff, I don't know what it is, but he's channeling his little common daughter, flying around the corners. He's up to P11, so he might manage to get a singular point if there's either a late safety car or he can break the 3 seconds, but it's either that or P11 is the best he's going to be able to get. Back up the front though, Felix, he's got back through, they're side by side, he gives him the room, and he's slotted back in behind the Mason and Socks. We're going side by side as well through turn 9 and 10. Mason punched over the curb. Socks hits the back of him. It's getting Stelian on the inside. He can't get any closer. There's a yellow flag out at the back. I'm assuming Chelsea and JJ have collided. Stelian's going for a switch back. He can't get alongside. He's got a wheel on the grass. That won't help his son. He's got to keep it on the grey stuff. but he can't get the move done just now. Tucker going round the outside, he's out, roll round. Reversing into the pit lane, careful you don't get DSQ'd, son, you don't want that.
DQ'd, mate.
Oh, he might get DQ'd here.
Oh, he's playing a dangerous game.
Flick spin.
Flick it.
That'll do.
Oh, I think that wasn't a reset, that was just the game being...
Yeah, that was the game. If he clips it, it was the game, we believe you.
That was the game. No, even I wouldn't report him for that. That was the game.
No. Mason running a wee bit wide. Out of turn 4, when I did say keep it on the grey stuff, it didn't mean the runoff as well. In the white line, son, come on. Through the remodelled turn 7 into turn 8, holding it nice and tightly. Here we go then. Fabrizio Romano, DRS flap wide open, he flies past the Aston Martin driver. Both of them now on 3-second penalties, so they both need to be careful in making sure that they finish ahead of each other and breaking the gap to Steely behind. Never mind.
Sock's got another one.
It's a commentator's curse. Mason's going for a move, but Socks has the DRS because he was ahead before. Johnny B picks up a 3-second pen as well, and Steely is just dropped out of the DRS range. It's all kicking off with 4 laps to go. Make that, no, now it is 4 laps to go. Johnny B has got past Adam at the back as well, heading into turn 9 and 10. He runs a little bit wide, manages to hold it just there, but your championship leader Felix looking very, very good for another, was it a win last time out? I'm not quite sure. Podium and fastest lap. So he'll keep his podium streak going.
But Alpha Matti says Felix has won the championship. That's bold to say after round 3, but hey ho.
You never know what
he's showing, it's quite likely. See if Sungol can keep it on track in future and get his first win. Because he hasn't had it yet. But he's been so close so many times.
So close to greatness. At the back, for the last point, Johnny B and Novatek going side by side. Tries to do a switch back, but he's misjudged it a wee bit. Chelsea picks up another 3-second time penalty. It's not what she'll be wanting. If we flick to the penalty screen, it's looking very, very good for Steely at the moment. All he needs to do, keep it in the white lines, don't be a low ball, and he's good. He's got a P5.
Don't be a doughball.
Yes.
I mean, lots to do like analogies for stuff. Johnny B is going to make a move on Novatek for P10. These two need to get a wriggle on because they need to get past or get the gap to Adam up to at least 3 seconds. Because, yeah, they both got 3-second penalties, so they need to get a bit of a wriggle on if they want to get a point.
Son, I don't know how you felt on Thursday. Scott Felix just sat behind him. He's just saved all his ERS.
I'm going to be ridiculing him. Oh, I've seen this position before.
Mason and Socks went side by side again through turn 3 and 4. I think there was a little bit of contact because they both got quite a wiggle on. But Steely, he's just sat behind. He's got the prime VIP seats for this. This is his Oppenheimer. That's what this is. He started with Barbie and he's here right behind now. He knows what he needs to do. Sit behind, keep it clean. P5 is your son.
He's got on board with it now, yeah. He's got these two have been fighting for most of the race. Mason's been in battles all day today. With Chelsea for the first bit, now it's Stocks and Steely for the end of the race.
He's managed to keep it clean throughout with there too. Novatek's out, that might be a save.
Novatek has crashed.
Not this late on, so that'll be it. There'll be nothing for that. He has really done a Rosberg. Oh, the wheel's up on the wall.
Proper stacked it.
I think he's hit the wall on the inside. Felix has got 3 seconds.
Felix has a penalty.
No, he needs
so now
to go for it.
We have to go for it now, so this is going to be a slugfest to the end for the win. Unlucky Novatek, we'll see that. I've seen that in chat. That's unfortunate.
Importantly here though, Felix has the unbounded amount, the infinite near enough. Oh, that's a bit wide. He has so much more.
A very good run here. What is Felix doing? Is he going to go for it? Is he going to hang back? What's he going to do? He's going to go for it. He has to. He's got so much momentum, it was silly if he doesn't go for it.
The Sun God now is either a hope, a prayer, and a send as Mason picks up another 3 seconds. If either of them aren't careful, Yankee Bill might steal a P2 here.
They could trip over each other and Yankee could win. We don't know. Let's stay on board with this. Let's stick with these two. Sun God needs to be so close through sector 1 and onto the long straights. Chelsea with another 3 seconds. But Felix, this is what he's been doing. He's been saving battery this whole time. He's going to use it now. This final lap. Even with DRS, Sun God didn't close. And we've got a battle for P3. Yankee and Marlborough. Neither of them have got penalties, so there's a battle for everywhere on the podium today.
None of them have any ERS either. It'll be interesting to see who comes out on top with this one. Staley just needs to keep it clean behind Socks and Mason, and he has a P5. High on Spice. Will be high on another substance. If he can get P8, I've used the 4, it's done now. We could use 3, I've ruined it now. But
oh dear.
He's pushing Tucker through the first sector, and it recently got a lot cloudier. But the rain won't arrive in time. His Marlboro sled flies through.
Too far back.
Past Yankee over P3 and Sun God. He's not going to get his first win. Unless...
He's so close. This is the closest he's been to a first win. Unless Felix makes a monumental mistake now. Which he doesn't. He's got 1 corner to go. And he survived it. A very good battle between these two. But Felix takes his 2nd win. Sun God with another P2, but he's so close.
Oh, Yankee tap spun! So the best he'll do is P4. Marlboro Sled will take P3. Yankee P4. Mason and Socks are fighting over the wooden spoon at this point because Steely's going to fly through and he'll take the P5 and says, "Thank you very much, lads. Good entertainment." High on Spice will take P8. Behind Tucker, just behind them on P9. He got him on the last lap. Johnny B, after everything he's been through today, he should keep his P10. He'll keep his point. Adam's not close enough to steal it off him on pens. Across the line they come. He's P11. Mercedes with Roro, they will finish 11th and 12th. Chelsea fan will probably get some post-race pens as he's binned it over the line, and you know what, son, I can't say I blame you. Chelsea fan I think's doing burnouts.
So there's a donut brewing here. Oh no, burnout.
No, burnout. Oh,
whee!
So
Over
close.
the line.
That'll do.
Beautiful. Sun God's enjoyed that. Oh my god, what a race all in all.
He was so close.
Novotek is not happy with the game, we've all been there. Yeah, it was a good race, Riz, that was good to watch.
It's a good first race to commentate on. Yeah, I agree. That was good fun.
Yeah. It has been a pleasure, Killian. We've enjoyed that. You're going to be here next week as well, aren't you?
Yes, I should be.
Beautiful. So that's Felix with his 2nd win. Sun God with another P2. Marlborough, I believe, with his first podium. He was fighting for one before. I don't think he got it in the past 2 races.
Nope, first podium of the season.
There we go. So he should be happy with that, especially with his pit stop strategy. I was surprised he got P3 there.
Good racing from everybody though. It was very, very close already.
Yankee, so that's a podium. Yankee P4, Steely P5 after watching the Mason and Sox battle for the last 15 laps. High on Spice, after not a great qualifying, goes up to P8. Tucker gets points, which he'll be happy with. Johnny B having a bit of a mare of a race, still gets P10. Out of the points, Adam, Roro, Chelsea, JJ and Novotek. Again, luck will come his way eventually, but it's not at the moment, unfortunately. But yeah.
Good race. Good first race to commentate on for the league.
Sun God's got a stat. I now have the most podiums without a win in the league. Oh dear. He hasn't won a race yet, but he's had a fair few podiums. That's a stat that I imagine will change at some point this season.
Hopefully.
Hopefully for his sake, yeah. So that's that then. Next week is Baku. So that's going to be fun. It's going to be sprint races as well.
What's not off?
So what's not going to go mental? So on Tuesday it will be no assist as usual, and then Thursday 81, same time, and next Sunday will be chaos because last time at Baku it was insane. Hopefully the standards will be a bit better than last time. But yeah, again I say thank you, Killian, for joining, and you've been better than I've ever been. I'll be honest, but hey ho.
Been fun.
And yeah, not much to say apart from see you next week.
See you all next week.